a champagne socialist chants a hypocrite, using her disabled son to dodge a £40,000 stamp duty tax.
Jim Davidson reacts to David Lammy's response on Angela Rayner. You're not going to believe what just happened. Jim Davidson has once again thrown himself right into the middle of Britain's biggest political drama. And this time he's reacting directly to David Lammy's defense of Angela Rayner. The timing couldn't be more explosive. While Labour is trying to hold the line, project unity, and keep the focus on the Conservatives, suddenly, this clash of voices has pushed Angela Rayner right back to the center of the storm. And let me tell you the way Davidson responded. It's already dividing the public. So let's break this down. David Lammy, Labour's shadow foreign secretary, recently came out swinging in defense of Angela Rayner. He called her a fighter, a working-class hero, and someone the party should be proud of. Lammy argued that criticism against her has gone too far, that it's part of a bigger campaign to weaken Labour ahead of the next election. On the surface, it sounded like a loyal colleague standing up for his deputy leader. But to Davidson, it was something else entirely. The comedian-turned-political commentator didn't hold back. In a new video, Davidson accused Lammy of spinning a story, rather than addressing what he sees as the real issues. He suggested that Lammy's reaction wasn't just about loyalty, but about protecting Labour's image at all costs. And that's where the fire started. Now, here's the bigger question. Why does this matter? Because this isn't just about Angela Rayner anymore. It's about the way Labour's leadership handles controversy. It's about whether the public sees defense as protection or as cover-up. Davidson tapped into that tension. He told his audience, if Lammy thinks shouting down criticism will make people forget, he's wrong. This is exactly why people don't trust politicians. And like clockwork, the internet lit up. One viewer posted, finally, someone is saying what we're all thinking Lammy's defending, not explaining. Another fired back, Davidson is out of his depth. Lammy is right, Rayner deserves support, not constant attack. And then came the political insiders. A Conservative MP quipped on social media, Labour's defense team is working overtime. Makes you wonder what they're so worried about. Meanwhile, a Labour activist tweeted, this is why unity is fragile. When one leader's under attack, the whole party has to stand strong or risk collapse. Angela Rayner herself? She hasn't directly responded to Davidson's commentary. But her silence is being read in two ways. Either she's wisely refusing to add fuel to the fire, or she's quietly feeling the heat. And make no mistake, this isn't the first time she's been here. Rayner has been through a string of controversies, questions about her tax affairs, her housing, her personal story. For her supporters, these attacks prove she's being targeted unfairly because she doesn't fit the polished Westminster mold. For her critics, it's proof she's not ready for the scrutiny that comes with high office. Davidson's comments just pour salt on that wound. Jim Davidson isn't just another political voice. He's a cultural figure, someone with a massive following who speaks the language of frustration. He doesn't deliver carefully scripted lines. He rants. He jokes. He provokes. And whether you agree with him or not, people listen. They share his clips. They argue about his points. They bring those conversations into workplaces, pubs, and living rooms. That's what makes his reaction to Lammy so dangerous for Labour. Because it keeps the focus on the question they don't want asked. Not just, is Angela Rayner trustworthy? But, is Labour hiding something from us? Think about the timing. Keir Starmer is trying to pitch himself as the calm, steady alternative to chaos. He wants voters to believe Labour is ready to govern. And yet, every headline about Rayner, every viral clip of Davidson or another critic tearing into her, pulls attention away from Starmer's message. It turns the spotlight onto division, onto distrust, onto drama. And in politics, perception is everything. The public's frustration is boiling. One political commentator told Sky News, every time Angela Rayner's name comes up, it's not about her policies. It's about her controversies. That's a problem Labour can't afford right now. Another analyst, more sympathetic, said, actually, this proves Labour's authenticity. Angela isn't polished, she's real. And that's why people connect with her. But Davidson's response to Lammy cuts right through that. His message is simple. If Labour can't face criticism without calling it unfair, then how will they face power? That's the kind of question that sticks. And here's the truth. This isn't just about one comment, one defense, or one reaction. It's about a clash of styles. David Lammy, the polished, articulate politician defending his colleague. Angela Rayner, the outspoken deputy, constantly in the headlines. Jim Davidson, the blunt outsider, throwing rocks at the political establishment. It's a triangle of voices, and each one speaks to a different part of the public. The question is, which voice will win? So where does this go from here? If Labour can turn the controversy into a rallying cry, they might come out stronger. If Rayner embraces the criticism, doubles down on her authenticity, she could flip the narrative in her favour. But if Davidson's words stick, if Lammy's defence looks more like spin than sincerity, then the cracks in Labour's armour will only widen. And remember, with an election on the horizon, even small cracks can become earthquakes. So I'll leave you with this. Did Jim Davidson just expose a weakness in Labour's defence strategy, or did he simply add noise to a storm that was already passing? And the bigger question, if this is how the party reacts under pressure now, how will they handle the pressure of government? Because what happens next may be the real story.